I ask my seminar participants how important are attitudes, and invariably I get back short answers. Very critical. Attitudes are everything. I really believe that most of us subscribe to the fact that attitudes are an important part of our existence, and if that's the case, I think it benefits us to take a look at how the attitude mechanism works. The way you think determines your attitudes. Attitudes are nothing more than habits of thought. Your attitudes determine your behavior, and your behavior determines the results that you get out of life. It all starts with the way you choose to think. And let me illustrate that with this example. I do a lot of driving in my business, quite a few trips to Minneapolis, which is legally about an hour and a half from St. Cloud. And let's say that on the way back, I get caught up on a negative thought pattern about my wife, Pat, and our relationship. I'm driving along thinking, oh boy, that little tiff we had a couple of weeks ago, if she ever brings that up again, I'm going to tell her in no uncertain terms what I think of that. Or, if she'd have done something different 5 years ago, our life sure would be different right now. Well, if I would think like that for an hour and a half, by the time I would get home, my attitudes would be pretty lousy, my behavior would be cordial at best, and the results probably wouldn't be very good. What if, on the other hand, I chose to think positive thoughts? What if I thought about the love that we've shared now for 51 years, or the joy that we've had in raising our family, even through the teen years? We love raising teenagers. People say we should be investigated, but we thought those were pretty fun years. Or what if I thought about all of the times when I really needed her, she was right there, so supportive. Well, if I would think like that for an hour and a half, by the time I would get home, my attitudes would be a whole lot different, my behavior would be a whole lot different, and the results would be a whole lot different. And let me ask you this: what changed? The only thing that changed is what I chose to think about, but what a dramatic difference in results. Now, we saw that working over an hour and a half. Multiply that by 5, 10, 15, 20 years, and you can see that relationships are built based on what we choose to think about. Careers are built based on what we choose to think about. Our lives are built based on what we choose to think about.